Rajasthan is globally famous for its vibrant textiles and golden palaces. But beneath that cultural surface lies a different reputation. This state is home to the most concentrated collection of haunted sites in India. At Bangar Fort and Kuldara, the desert holds the remains of entire settlements abandoned overnight. These vast, silent ghost towns rot in the heat. Typically, we treat ghost stories like museum exhibits, artifacts safely contained within crumbling stone walls. But local folklore suggests the danger isn't static. In Rajasthan, the entities found in these ruins don't stay behind when you leave. To understand the specific terror of this region, we have to track a shrinking proximity. We are moving from the safety of distant ruins directly into the personal, private spaces of the living. The primary figure in these accounts is the Churel. She is a shape-shifting spirit born from tragedy, usually a woman who died during childbirth or was driven to suicide by her family. Her aim is vengeance against the male members of a bloodline. While her true form is hideous, she is known to appear as a beautiful woman to lure her targets away from safety. A driver named Dinesh recounted a story from his own family that clarifies how these spirits hunt. Late one evening, his uncle was walking home from the village fields when he noticed a woman silently matching his every step. She wore a traditional gungat, or veil, to hide her features. No matter how many times he changed his path or tried to double back, she continued to materialize at his side, silently following him toward his front door. Eventually, the spirit forced her way inside his house and demanded he marry her. She remained there for months, visible only to him, turning violent whenever he tried to refuse her presence in his home. By the time a haunting enters the bedroom, the walls of the home offer no protection. The threat is no longer a story told about a distant fort. It's an intimate, daily presence. Near the village of Pushkar, the legends describe an even more total integration of the dead into the world of the living. Locals tell of a man who was targeted by a Churel appearing as a bride. She pursued him relentlessly until he finally succumbed to the forced relationship. This entity didn't just linger in the shadows. She lived as his wife for years and eventually gave birth to his children. The marriage only ended on her daughter's wedding day. The spirit put on her original bridal costume, walked out of the house, and vanished from the village forever. To the people in that village, this isn't a myth. They claim the daughter still lives there today, a physical, breathing legacy of a haunting that permanently altered a family's history. If a spirit can enter your home and join your family, there is only one boundary left to violate: the human body. The village of Sudabe is known as a center for black magic. At sunset, the air around its stone pavilions carries a weight that makes even seasoned local drivers uneasy. Near the old reservoir, priests perform public exorcisms. Here, the struggle for control happens in the open, as they attempt to drive entities out of the bodies of the possessed. A young man in Jaisalmer described this invasion as a sudden loss of autonomy. He simply passed out one night and woke up feeling as though his physical self had been occupied by a stranger. He was possessed by the spirit of an old man, adhering to a local belief that only a male spirit can enter a male host. He had to undergo an exorcism just to reclaim his own movements. Possession represents the absolute end of the shrinking proximity. It is the precise moment the supernatural finally erases the individual, claiming the host from the inside out. This is the path of Rajasthan's shadows. The haunting starts in the abandoned forts, follows you into your home, and eventually seeks to take up residence in your own skin. Whether these accounts are literal or metaphorical, they are woven into the daily life and culture of the region. So if you choose to visit these landscapes, pay close attention to your surroundings, because by the time you realize you're being followed, you may find that you aren't returning home alone.